Good morning, it's Barbara. It's a little cool outside. It's almost 10 o'clock, and it was only 46 when I came down at 8:30, quarter to 9. I think we had a frost warning last night, so it's a little cool, so I'm in the house. Good morning, it's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee. But it is bright and sunny, and I do expect to be outside later today. Did not spend very much time outside yesterday, as it turned out. But I was busy and I had a really good day. A really, really good day. Oh! This, my friends, is a sleeve. It's a sleeve. I have to get a little bit of a smaller cord. I don't think I'm going to get it all the way down to the cuff with this size cord, but maybe I have to go all the way back to a bigger cord and just do magic loop. Look at that. So that was one of the things I did. I don't know if I have the energy to start a new sweater because I have two I want to start. But since the sleeves were on waist yarn, I didn't even want to think about the bottom and attaching the bottom of the pocket, but the sleeves were on waist yarn and I thought I can do a sleeve. The sleeve is just a tiny boxy. So I knit yesterday, which felt good. I watched some podcasts, which felt good. And I did some things. I got some pumice and I cleaned up the sink that's going back into the powder room tomorrow or Saturday. It had, it's a 25, 30-year-old sink, and it had some residue, that looked a little yellow, and I was able to clean it up. It looked great. I was so excited. We did all the laundry in the house, 3 loads of us and 1 load of Aura, and we hung it out on the line, so that was nice. We didn't, put it away or anything, but let's not get carried away. I found a tick on me last night. Turns out it was a deer tick. It was walking on me. But then we had to go through all the clothes because the only time I was really outside yesterday was taking the clothes in, and that was like half an hour before I found the tick. And our bushes are overgrowing our line, and so the chances are I got it when I was taking the clothes off the line, which made us worry about ticks on our clothes, so we had to go through our clothes. And it was our dark load, so I hope we found them anyway. Ugh. But I was busy, and it felt good. I have almost a whole sleeve. So I'm hoping that I continue this trend and finish the sleeve. Maybe start the second sleeve. That would be fun. Watch some more podcasts because I'm way behind. And yeah, I got up early yesterday. I told you that, but I got up about 7:30 yesterday. I got up about 8:30 today. And if I keep going that way, I'll be up at 9:30 tomorrow, and that'll be the end of that. We shall see. Anyway, it's good to feel good, and I felt good all day, and I felt good in the evening. It was nice. So I had a mentally perky day yesterday. And yeah, I've been up for about an hour and a half. Read my phone. Figured out what's going on in the world. Made Dennis a pot of tea. That's about it. But I do expect to continue to work on my knitting. I need to wind, I think the first of the 2 other sweaters that I'm going to start is this investor, and so I need to wind that Miss Babs yarn that I bought. for my contrast color on that, so that I'm ready to go whenever the urge strikes, because the base color is already in balls. So we shall see. Wonder if I can read my phone and hand wind up. Because otherwise I have to like clean up my room a little bit, because my Swift won't work. Won't go around because the table's full. Ah, the problems. My whole life is like one of those games where you have to push one and move another, push another, and you know, like that, like those little plastic games you had when you were kids to try to make the picture. That's how something has to move so that that can move, so that that can move, so that. One of my tasks today, I think, is going to be to clear the table. It has been messy for quite some time. Keep adding to it. I don't think we ever ate at the table when Vicky was here. They ate on their laps on Mother's Day, apparently, because the table's still messy. It's time to clear the table. It's time to clear the table. So maybe that'll be one of my tests today. But bright sunny helps me a lot. Anyway, what other news is? The tick was the big news last night. We had a quiet day yesterday. We got back a little more into our routine. We did make a plan to do a little road trip in June. We have to pick a time frame and settle it with people, but Aura has good friends who were their neighbors when they were living in Florida for quite some time, Don and Joanne, and their kids call Aura Jima, and they sent her flowers for Mother's Day. Those are the beautiful flowers they sent her for Mother's Day. I mean, they think of her as, you know, family. And Joanne is quite ill and can't travel, and so we're taking Aura on a road trip to Georgia. They live in Athens, Georgia, and so we are planning a road trip in August to take, not August, June, June, to take Aura to see Donna and Joanne, and we talked to them yesterday and made that arrangement. And Russ and Pat live in Virginia, so we're going to stop and visit with them, and then head to Georgia, and then come back and visit with Russ and Pat some more, and then come home. It'll be a lovely road trip. The day between Russ and Pat and Don and Joanne is a long drive. It's going to be at least 8 hours, of driving. So it'll be a 10-hour trip, but it can be done in one day. We don't have to stay in a hotel. And Don and Joanne were very excited to hear we wanted to do this, and they have all the facilities that Aura won't have to go up a step, and there's, you know, room for Dennis and me to stay also. We were perfectly happy to stay in a hotel for this trip, but they're no, we have room, unless you want to, but we have room, we'd love to have you. So that's the beginning of a plan. Now we just have to pick the dates, so something to look forward to. She was very excited. We'll see how we do on a road trip. The dogs will go in the kennel. So that was a big exciting plan yesterday. So I think over wine and cheese tonight we will get the calendars out, figure out when a good time will be, and then discuss it with our families. Yeah, it's really funny because basically Aura considers them like her kids. So Dennis and Vicky have a brother and sister-in-law, or brother-in-law and sister, that they don't know very well. I mean, we know them, and they've actually come to North Carolina twice to stay. So we know them. We're friends with them. But we're not, you know, It was just really weird for years. You know, we had these siblings that we never met. That's how close they are. That's how, I mean, they sent her a gorgeous Mother's Day arrangement to wish her a happy Mother's Day. So anyway, it'll be great to see them. And that was the other thing that we did yesterday, was finalize the decision. We're going on a road trip. See how that works. Well, it's a longer trip than to go to North Carolina, but only by a couple of hours if you count from Russ and Pat's house to Georgia. It's only a little bit longer than that, so hopefully it won't be too bad, because, you know, we're planning on going to North Carolina again this year, so we hope that it's not too much for Aura. We'll find out. We can always stop and stay in a hotel on the way, break it up if we have to. So anyway, that's the news. Hey Vic, we're planning on doing that trip. I wonder how many newses Vicky finds out about her mother on my blog. Probably quite a few. But Aura's doing well. She's sad that Vicky's gone, and we do have some straightening up to do in her room. We want to put the bed back into a couch, so she has a couch in her sitting room again, and you know, put things back in order, because of course someone was living in there and things got moved and stuff. So we have that to do, but other than that, Aura's in charge of her own laundry, so it's clean and dry and up in her room, and she'll put it away, which is a good thing. And yeah, so we're back to quiet and normal, and yesterday was a really good day for me, so that's the update. I had a really good day. Yeah, I know the formula, but when you're having a bad day, you just can't do it, you know. That's the thing. But yesterday was good, and I'm feeling good today. Residual, and I am planning on working on that sleeve. And maybe while we were watching The School of Chocolate on Netflix. It's a great show if you like food. It's a sculpture. It's, you know, giant, really interesting, gorgeous, amazing sculptures with chocolate. And it is a competition in that the person he thinks is the best student will win a prize, but there's no elimination. And in the beginning, the people who are on the bottom get special tutoring from him. So it's a kind of like a school. He thinks of them as students. He gives them advice while they're doing their things, instead of just judging them and making faces like they do on British Baking. So anyway, Netflix, School of Chocolate. There's only one season, but I highly recommend it. And so we're watching that because we ran out of the other things we were watching. So we'll have to find another one. You know, there's lots of things to watch. But maybe I'll wind that yarn by hand when I'm watching with Aura, and that will get me tactilely touching gorgeous yarn, and then I will be ready if I want to. When she goes upstairs tonight, she goes up early enough that I still have some brain power. Maybe it'll be enough for me to cast on and get started on my Sylvester. We shall see. I don't want to put too much pressure on myself. Oh, and I got to do my lemons today. I have lemons to process for my lemon juice, so I need to do that today too. So a few things to do, nothing big. And yeah, and it's bright and sunny. I'm gonna go. I'm rambling. Please take good care of yourselves. Please, please stay safe and stay sane.